Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back again today with another 15 trades. Today's date is May the 21st, and I am using my new BB Scalper trading system. The BB stands for Bollinger Bands. This is your squeeze over here. Has another moving average. I normally call this one here the goal line, but this goal line here is the center of the Bollinger Bands. And of course, down at the bottom down here, we have some oscillating indicators. And also on the top here, we have these arrows. They're called the super signal indicator. Now, I had some traders ask me if I can put up a few videos on YouTube showing this new method I have. This new method is called how to make 10K a day trading mini lots. Concept is easy to understand, but it's not easy to do. But it will become easy to do after you learn how to trade this way. You're just picking a number of instruments, usually the ones that move the most and pay the most. Usually they're futures, the indexes. For me it is. And then of course you are doing multiple positions, anywhere from 2, 3, 4 positions. I keep adding a few more positions until the account grows to over $10,000. Now you can trade this same method if you're happy making $1,000. Concept is quite easy, less positions, and you do less or smaller lot sizes. Example, instead of 5 mini lots, you can do 1 mini lot, 1 or 2. You just adjust things accordingly to get to either the 1K a day or the 10K a day. Now I took these trades between 7 and 7:30 approximately, and which was about 5 hours ago. And of course, closed them all out right to the minute, 9:57. So the closing position will be exactly the same, and where I took the entries will be slightly different. Now, every morning at 6 o'clock, I'm in front of the computer, right where this vertical line is, looking at these different instruments, and of course looking at my daily trade plan. Now the daily trade plan looks a little bit different now because it's 5 hours later. And here is the daily trade plan. I do have 2 templates, one showing the futures and the other one shows Forex and the futures. So this is the one I pull up when I'm just doing the 10K a day. But there's still some blue in here, and but remember, the market has been moving, and this has changed since 5 hours ago. And I really highly recommend get your hands on the daily trade plan if you don't already have it, as at least it'll point you in the right direction whether you should be buying and or selling. And of course you can adjust the settings within the EA here according to what type of trading style that you like. In other words, day trading, scalping, swing trading, or position trading. You just change the settings. Okay, let's take a look at these trades I did. DAX 30, I did 4. Those are my 2 favorite, DAX 30 and the NASDAQ. Usually the favorites, I'll focus more on those as opposed to like you see here, Dow Jones or S&P 500 and gold. The other ones I'll do 2 or 3 entries, as because mainly because the DAX 30 and the NASDAQ will pay out more. So since they're paying out more, then I'll put more positions. So now remember, when you're taking a trade, you have to look at the charts, obviously, and do a judgment call on whether it's going up or down. Now what I will be doing is dropping it down, especially on this DAX 30, drop it down to the 5 minutes. There's that 6 a.m. vertical line here. So let's see on the first one here. Let's drag and drop, see where I got in at. Right at this point, closed it out over here. Now, because I did a half a standard lot, and DAX 30 normally pays $3.75 for each tick, so I have to divide that in half. So I take the money and divide it by 1.875. Calculator says on the first trade here it's 865. So that's what I'm looking for. And sometimes it's very difficult to get it right on. But I got a little bit lucky here. Especially, it helps to go down to the 5 minutes. It's 865 ticks, paying out $1,621. And on the next one here, drag and drop it up. Looks, I duplicated it because I was pretty sure it was going to go up. And there's different things, different ways you can do. You can put in an entry, then after a pullback, arrows, just follow the cycles. And that's why these gold arrows are so valuable, because they many times they'll show you the cycles. And on this one right here, this one was close to the ticks. It's 860. So we're looking for 860. And that's as close as I'm going to be able to show. But it's 860 ticks, paying out 1,612. And on the next one, this one here, I took it a little 14 minutes later. So it should be somewhere in this area. There it is right there. And on the next one here, 725. That's what the calculator says. 755. 755. Again, that's as close as I'm going to be able to show. And all of those ticks paid out $1,415. And then right almost within a few seconds, I took the trade again because I wanted to make sure I got over 10K. So I took the trade at this point. And this one says it's 765. 765. Probably that's as close as I'm going to be able to show. 765 ticks, paying out $1,434. Remember, I teach in much more detail exactly how to catch the cycles, how to trade, the 10K a day or 1K a day. And it's around 3 gigabytes, and it does come with 24 training videos. So let's see now. Dow Jones is the next one. Dow Jones, let's run a check on that. There's the super signal. So let's just drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. I knew on this candle that the next candle was going to produce the arrow. And on this first trade, you divide it, because it's a half a standard lot, divide it by 2.5. Calculator says it's on this one it's 55. So 55 ticks from there to there should show 55. There it is right there, 55 ticks, paying out $137. And of course the next one, we'll just drag it up. Same area I got in at, almost the same amount of money. And this one is 57 ticks, so from there to there should be about 57. There it is right there. 57 ticks, paying out $142. Okay, moving on to gold now. I did 3 positions. First 2 were around the same time, and the other one was a little bit after, 13 minutes later. So let's go and check this gold. It's the only one I sold. All the rest were buys. So let's drag and drop this up. So that's where I got in, and this is where I got out. Let's drop it down to the 5 minutes so I can kind of get a reading. In at this point, got the red arrows. Lots of things here telling me it's going to go down. So I took the money, divided it on each and all 3 of them, divided it by 5. First 2 are 95 ticks it's saying. So in there, out here, should show about 95. There it is right there. 95 ticks, paying out $477. On the next one, took it exactly the same because I knew it was going to go down. Didn't see it at this point as I was distracted, but just followed the cycle around and then get out. So again, another 95 right there, 95 ticks, paying out $474. And on the last one here, which was 13 minutes later, be around here somewhere. And this one is 90, so it's a little bit further down. So 90 ticks. There it is right there, 90 ticks. That one paid out $448. So now we're going to check out these NASDAQ positions. There's 4 of them. Normally it's $20 each tick, but did a half a standard lot, so it's a half of 20 is 10. Very easy to see that this one's going to be 81.4, this one's 79, this one is 52.4, and the last one will be 49.5. So let's go and run a check on those. Everything is market made a move down, but this is a probably going in a direction a little bit higher time frames. And there it is right there. Looking at the NASDAQ, weekly is up. So after it went down a bit, it's going in the direction of the weekly. So on the NASDAQ, and on the first one right here, drag and drop this up. If I can't get a reading on this time frame, I'll drop it down to the 5. So let's see, we're looking for, first one is 81. If I stayed in the trade right now, I'd be up around 230 something. But I ended up with 81. There it is right there. 81 ticks, paying out $814. And on the next one, this one is going to be 79. So we're looking for 79. There it is right there. Move the last 2 digits, 79 ticks, paying out $790. And on the next one, got in a little bit later, 14 minutes. The other one's 15 minutes later. This one's looks like it's 52 approximately. 52, there, I did have it. 52 ticks, paying out $524. And of course the last one should be 49. So let's go and look for that 49. There it is right there, 49 ticks, paying out $495. Trading is easy and a lot of fun. After you learn how to trade, you learn all the tips and tricks and the secrets. Remember, I've been doing this for over 20 years, so I did not learn this in 90 days. It does take time to learn and a lot of education. And that's why I'm telling you, demo trade before you go live, or else you're just going to make the broker very happy, as they will be very happy to take your money. So keep that in mind. On the last 2 right here, it's the S&P 500. Here we go. So let's drag and drop this up. Another one, take the money, divide it by 2.5, and on the first trade it says it's 117. Let's see if I can leave it on the 5 minutes to show that. 117. Did have it, 117. There it is right there. Paying out $293. And on the last one, repeating the position at the same time. And this one here is 120 ticks. That's as close as I'm going to be able to show, but it's 120 ticks paying out $300. So definitely another great day of trading. And when I'm doing a 10K a day, definitely it's a lot more than 200 ticks. Grand total came to 4,135 ticks, and as you can see, that paid out $10,980. Another tool I recommend you get your hands on, it's called the FibMaster tool. Once you get it, you would just click on this tab. You can go swing low. I have to go and grab that again. Swing low to swing high. Could be this one or this one. No big deal, whichever one it is. Now, if it's this one here, then here's your pullback. If it hits the entries, it'll usually make it to target 2, 3, 4, or 5. And of course, you can always line it up again. You can go, if you want, from there to there. It's not a big deal. There's your pullback, entry 3. And it did hit target number 2 right there. It's a great tool to have, and the reason why it works is that millions of traders all over the world use Fibonacci. Now, if you have any questions regarding this Fib tool, well, you'll get some information right below this video. And of course, if you want more information, just get in contact with me. Now, if your system's not producing like the BB Scalper, recommend you get your hands on it. And to do that, all you got to do is get in contact with me. So just look right below this video. You'll get my contact information plus a lot of other information. Now, you'll see that you can pick up the phone and you can call me directly. I answer the phone most of the time. You can also, and make sure, by the way, whoever you buy anything from, make sure you can call them. Because if not, well, who's going to answer your questions? That's a very good tip. Secondly, I do give support, and I don't charge when you call me. I don't charge for that. And so it's very important. Without support, you're still going to struggle. Now, you can also send me an email. Now, I really do prefer Teams. Had to do the switch over from Skype to Teams, as Skype is no longer available. So there's a link below here. Just click on it. We'll have a Teams connection. And through Teams, I should be able to answer most of your questions. And can do screen sharing if you want me to. Also in the description, you'll find now I have 5 packages because I added the 10K a day. And each package, I do charge $250, have a special offer. If you buy 2 packages, I'll give you one of the other 3 for free. Well, guess that's just about it for today. Time to wrap up this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.